Well, I tell you, I know we only have about 9 minutes remaining in the hour, but this is not only an HSN exclusive, it is a world launch. We've never done this before, but it's a limited closed edition of our elite, top-of-the-line, touchscreen, totally programmable Café at-home Barista. We have fewer than 500 to go around. Birthday price, $799.95. It is available, free shipping and handling. It's on 5 flex on your HSN card, $133.33 a payment. But here's what you need to understand. This is the machine, just like those Italian machines, right, Chef Todd, that you can spend thousands and thousands of dollars for. I am so buying this. First of all, I can't believe how easy. That's the most important thing right off the bat, that it's so incredibly easy, and then the coffee tastes great.
I think when you search these and you search wide and far, and I can tell you, as much time that I spend at coffee bars all over Italy, and knowing how much work it takes to do, as if you've seen the barista, and they have to, grind the coffee and put it in the dispenser and smash it down and make sure that it's just perfect. Okay, and it takes skill and time to do that. This is your barista at home. And that's what's so wonderful about this. It grinds it, it actually portions it, and it presses it through. Now, one thing, if you understand about espresso technology and coffee technology, is that in order to get this wonderful grind, it has to be grounded a certain way, it has to be packed a certain way, and it has to, in order to extract that. Now, watch, Tracy's going to show you how this works and what happens here. It's a touch screen all the way through. I leave this on in my house all the time, so it's always available. A lot of those you have to heat up. It takes 15 or 20 minutes, half an hour to heat up. This one can be hot all the time.
I'm going to give you a little tour. We don't have much time, but I'm going to give you a little tour.
Tracy gave me this a little early, and I'm telling you, it only needs a couple of minutes.
It really is. I mean, it's fully programmable, and all you have to do is turn it on in the back, and then the LED screen will come on up front. And then it's got so many choices where you can program. You can even program the size of your coffee that you want. And right now, it's telling me, you know what, I need to fill that with water. So right over here is the water reservoir. And normally, I would just take this by the handle and take it right to the sink, but just for our purposes, I'm going to go ahead and add my water.
I like to use a filtered water as well, which is nice.
Right. You go ahead and fill the water up, and then it'll change the screen display. It'll talk you right through it, basically. I mean, everything is showing. Now it's telling me that I need to bleed the line, because it needs to get that water all the way through the machine so that it can start working. So we go ahead, and it's showing you right here. You can see the little knob. The knob that I just turned is what it's showing you with the little arrow. Turn the knob. And what's going to happen is once that water filters through the whole machine, the water's going to come out here. Then you're ready to go because the system is charged. It's got the water. See, there's the water going through. So we're good to go. So we can go ahead and stop that. It's ready. It went on standby. And now it's ready for coffee.
And isn't that amazing how fast, did you see how fast that was? You turn it on and it's ready to go.
Now, right here is where we can add beans. If we wanted to do it by beans, you can add beans. Now, usually when you have one of these machines, it's beans and beans only. That's your only option. This also gives you the option of putting in ground coffee. So if you prefer to buy, which I actually do, I buy Cuban coffee at the grocery store. And I absolutely love it. Less money, and it's better flavor.
Yeah, it tastes so good.
And so I just go ahead. The scoop is included.
Right, you get the scoop.
And you add it right here on the side. So you can use the ground or the bean, either way, and make that perfect cup of espresso every single time. And what you do is you put your cup under there. Then if you're going to program it, you hit the P, which is for program, and all the cups will light up. First two are espresso, whether single shot, double shot, or making 2 cups of espresso. Second is coffee, 1 cup of coffee or 2 cups of coffee at one time. If I want to do the single shot, it's showing me right here. My first choice is 40 milliliters. If I want it larger, 50, 60. Then I can do that. And then I'm going to accept it because that's what I want. I want the larger.
So it'll make that every time then,
exactly.
Right? Oh, good.
Then it remembers it because that's what my cup size is and that's what I want. So then I'm going to go ahead because I use the ground coffee. Oh, let me get out of the...
But also what's nice, too, is it actually will remember that. It actually holds it to that standard all the time. I happen to be a nut about fresh beans being ground. Because I think, another beautiful thing, one of the beautiful things about this, now look at the beautiful crema on this, and look at that gorgeous color. That's what you're looking for when you're making an espresso. You want that, look at that crema on top of you. Show them that, Tracy. You see that little white? That is how you really, that's how you judge a true cup of espresso, and many baristas will tell you this is the true test of a great espresso, and it really is. How beautiful is that? Look at the color and that gorgeous little foam on top.
And something else is, a lot of times when you get these machines home, you can't get a good froth.
Yeah.
You really
found
can't.
that.
I would
yeah,
say
you're
99% of the time, and that was
Yeah.
our biggest issue, is that we wanted it to be able to actually get a beautiful froth, and the nice thing too is getting it to the proper temperature, which is really the most important thing. Which is really all you need to do is not heat this too hot, just above your just so you can barely hold it. That's the temperature you want to go to.
And that's why I like to use the metal one. You can go to any of your big box stores or anything and get these metal pitchers, but you don't have to. You can use a regular measuring cup if you want to. Like I think I showed you in the kitchen with a measuring cup. I just put a little bit of milk in there, and I think I was using regular milk. This is skim milk, so I want you to see.
It actually steams even frothier.
I didn't even realize that. We were talking about that. You get a better froth with it. So how simple. You just turn the knob, which is located like right on the side of the unit.
And
I don't know if you paid attention. I barely put any skim milk in there, just a little bit.
And it has the power and okay. And you always want to start with cold milk too, which is important, and that gets you the best froth.
But I want you to see the froth that I have on here, so I'm going to go ahead and turn the frothing off.
Okay, can you imagine having this every single day in your house? And here's what I want to say to everybody out there. How much money do you pay when you go out to buy a great cup of espresso, a great cup of cappuccino?
And how many times a day
really,
are you doing it?
Some of us
$2 or 3 times a day, me sometimes more.
Yeah, exactly. You can be a flexible payment in a day that way.
Now you have this at home, and before you know it, look at how...
That's skim milk, and it's got that beautiful froth on it. I mean, that is just amazing. And a couple other features, if I can real quick show you, because on board here also is a little compartment, so if you want to store your sugar cubes there. I mean, it's just like an extra little bonus thing, that all those little things that just make it so simple for you to get up in the morning.
And you can do hot chocolate too, right? You can do tea.
Hot chocolate.
Also, it has the warmer on top as
Right,
well,
we have our
just like
coffee
the
cups
traditional
over
nuts, so
there,
it
so you
keeps it
can put
warm.
your coffee cups up on.